Hello everyone and welcome to week 3 of the TBL. We're going to be here with our team builder right now, and we are going to be facing off against Julyster and the newly christened Anchorage Articunos. Now, this is the team that was having some problems with the coach. Some real life issues came up. Family members passed away and couldn't continue with the league. So we have Julyster, who is just getting her feet wet with the league. So we'll hopefully get this battle squared away in a timely fashion, but you'll have to apologize if it either isn't up on Monday or is via showdown or something like that. Give us a pass on that one. She will be ready to go soon, but obviously it's very quick turnaround for her, and she had last week's battle she had to do and then this week's battle, and she's doing both of them this weekend, so shout outs to Julyster over there. But Julyster's coming in with one of the scarier drafts. In my opinion, the first overall pick went to Ferrothorn during the draft, and then Conkeldurr, Alakazam, Florges, Jolteon, Tyrantrum, Ludicolo, Ditto, Charizard, Golurk, and Mega Glalie rounding that out. So, pretty terrifying draft if you ask me. A lot of threats up on the top end. Obviously, Ferro and Conk are huge threats. Alakazam, a great sweeper. Florges, a huge special wall, so you can have Ferro, Florges sit there and take hits for days. Jolteon, one of the premier wall breakers in draft league format. And the first week, Noctoly used a Choice Scarf Tyrantrum to great effect. So, really scary team. Obviously, a lot to worry about here. So, the way that I'm going to break down this team is going to be sort of through hard-hitting wall breakers and then just a bunch of entry hazards, because the only form of removal that my opponent has is a Defog Charizard. That's not a reliable form of entry hazard removal because it takes 50% from rocks. Additionally, if I was bringing a Defogger, Ditto could get Defog as well. I'm choosing not to bring a Defogger because of that exact reason. I hate not bringing a Defogger when I see Ferrothorn on my opponent's side of the field, because it can just set up entry hazards and proceed to ruin my life. So I'm kind of hoping that doesn't happen, but we are also going to be doing the same thing back. If they want to get rid of my entry hazards, they'll have to get rid of theirs too. So, as you can see, Hazard the Skarmory coming back this week, rocking Stealth Rock, Iron Head, Roost, and Spikes. Iron Head really just for the Florges. It'll hit the Mega Glalie decently hard as well. And Tyrantrum, you know, there's like some reasons that I would run that over Brave Bird, and it doesn't have the recoil problem. I max physical defense, so I can come in on a Pharaoh, Rocky Helmet, as you can see. I can come in on a Conk, I can come in on Tyrantrum. Obviously, I don't love taking a Head Smash, but I can. Physical, like Belly Drum Charizard. Mega Glalie, if it's a physical Mega Glalie, get some Rocky Helmet damage. Additionally, if she brings Ditto into my Skarmory, it can't really touch me, and then it takes the Rocky Helmet recoil every time it attacks. So, running max physical defense, max HP just to continuously take those physical hits does not sit in on a Jolteon. Does not love to stay in on a Florges. It can if it's only got Moonblast, but it probably won't. Don't really want to leave it in on Ludicolo. And potentially don't want to leave it in on Charizard. So this thing is really there to take care of some of the physical threats on my opponent's team. So next up we have Vegisaurus, Mega Venusaur coming again. And this is a bit of a unique set. I'm running it max physical defense and bold nature. Again, because of some of those really scary threats. Jolteon does not threaten this, so I don't really worry about it. Florges doesn't really threaten it, so I don't really worry about it. Ludicolo doesn't really threaten it, so I don't really worry about it. So the special threats aren't a big deal to this Venusaur, so I can run physical bulk to handle the Conk if he tries to bring some crazy move to take care of my Venusaur. Handle a Head Smash Tyrantrum. Head Smash Tyrantrum is just terrifying. So I definitely want this Venusaur to be able to take some of those hits. It's got Toxic to wear down the Florges, wear down like maybe the Conk if I know it's not Guts, something like that. And then Knockoff is super utility. It's just there to, I mean, I need Knockoff to make sure that Ditto's not Scarfed, something like that. And since I can sit in on some of these major threats, Knockoff will really, really help. So I'm thinking that this thing will click Knockoff. HP Fire is so I can touch Ferrothorn. That's really all it's for. It'll hit Mega Glalie pretty hard too, but it's really there for Ferrothorn. And you'd assume that I'm bringing Hidden Power Fire in a week that I'm seeing a Ferrothorn. Have to bring it. So that is what it is. Next up, we have Sparky, our Infernape. And Infernape is rocking Close Combat, Fire Punch, Mach Punch, and U-Turn with a Life Orb. He's max attack, but jolly. Just enough speed to outspeed any base 100s, so Mega Glalie and Charizard. I'm not going to worry about outspeeding Alakazam and Jolteon. I can't do it anyway. So definitely enough speed to outspeed those. And then max attack, and then the rest are dumped around. It is EV to survive a couple of hits from pretty much anything except the Alakazam. And obviously having Mach Punch on this team is going to help because it hits the Pharaoh super hard, hits Tyrantrum super hard, hits Mega Glalie super hard. And then the Fire Punch will hit the Ferrothorn harder. Fire Punch Oko a Ferrothorn which is like full health. I outspeed the Mega Glalie and can Fire Punch that. And Close Combat is there to handle just about everything else in the team except for Golurk. So Golurk, U-Turn, done. It's pretty standard. We got Gold to Lucario. Gold to Lucario is rocking a max attack Adamant Nature with just enough speed, I believe. I'm going to double check this to outspeed a Tyrant. No, it's not quite enough. I want it to outspeed Tyrantrum every time. So we're gonna dump a little bit more speed in. So that's how much speed I need. So we're gonna have that much speed to outspeed a Jolly Tyrantrum every time. We are Scarfed, so if it's a Scarf Tyrantrum, we outspeed it. We can click Close Combat on it and Oko it. We can super effect just about every Pokemon on our team with this set. I believe with the sole exception of Jolteon, which is not a huge deal. So, because Jolteon's not taking a Close Combat from an Adamant Lucario anyway. So this is the set we're running this week. Justified is there in case she does bring the Pharaoh and I can be able to switch in on a knockoff. I don't want to, I want to keep my Scarf, but if I have to switch into something on a knockoff, this is not a terrible Pokemon to do it. And then I get the Justified boost and can proceed to sweep. So that's what I'm running there. Next up is going to be Ina, our Latias, rocking the Choice Specs, Draco Meteor, Psyshock, Shadow Ball, and Hidden Power Fire. Enough speed, like I said earlier, to outspeed base 100s. That's my concern. Alakazam and Jolteon are going to outspeed me no matter what anyway, so I'm not going to worry too much about those. Draco hits everything except the Florges super duper hard. Put the Choice Specs on. Psyshock Okos a whole bunch of the team that Draco does not. It Okos Conk, it Okos Jolteon. Draco would also Oko Jolteon. And Shadow Ball's there for the Golurk. And that's pretty much what it's there for. I mean, you can see what the set's doing. It's a modest nature, so it'll hit like a truck every single time it comes in. It can take a couple hits and dish back a ton of damage. And lastly, the season MVP so far, we got Nino the Gardevoir rocking Focus Blast, Psyshock, Moonblast, and Calm Mind with the Phytinium Z to Oko a Ferrothorn. And also make Focus Blast a little bit more accurate for the Pharaoh or Tyrantrum or Glalie or whatever it is. This thing has enough speed to outspeed an Adamant Tyrantrum every time, and that's kind of what I wanted to do. It has enough bulk to survive a Thunderbolt from a Specs Jolteon, and a Shadow Ball from a Specs Alakazam. If I can bring it in on the Conkeldurr, it only takes about 40% from a knockoff because it's Phytinium Z, and I can proceed to set up a Calm Mind and hopefully go from there to sweep. It's obviously a mid-game Pokemon, and it may not survive this whole week. We'll see. I might leave it in until it dies and lose its perfect record of unkillable Gardevoir, but we'll see what happens. Obviously, you can see that I'm predicting them to bring Pharaoh, Conk, Alakazam, Florges, Jolteon, and Golurk. We'll see if that's what comes. But with that, everybody, I will let you guys go. I will hopefully have the battle ready for you guys tomorrow. As of the moment I'm recording this, I have not yet scheduled it, and I'm not sure if it's going to be in-game or on Showdown, but there should be a battle for you guys coming up very, very shortly, so hopefully you guys are ready for that. And I'm really excited. I want to make sure the New York Empoleon get to 3-0 on the start of this season. That'll put a really good spot for making the playoffs and making a deep run into the season. So hopefully you guys are excited. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying what you're watching. And I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, fingers crossed, with the battle. Take care, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.